Hey, so yeah, Thomas here. Thought I'd do some kind of update. I'm trying to write an essay on the economics of Queen Mab by Percy Shelley. It's not really an economic poem per se, but it has social reform and exploitation and all that fun stuff in it. I know nothing about economics. I'm an English student, but this is kind of fun. I'm enjoying it. But it is 3 o'clock in the morning, and it's taking forever, so I thought I'd take a break. And I'm making food, and my food is glowing purple. Okay, it just looks purple in the camera. It's actually, the broiler is red. um, so yeah, I kind of decided today that I was gonna start making more of an effort at everything. My friend got their new birth certificate today so that they can start doing all their name change stuff, and that is really cool. And it reminded me that I've been planning for like 2 years to go through with my name change. Even before I decided on all the trans stuff, I was decided to change my name because my name is meaningless, and I don't see the point in having a meaningless name. And I don't know. My friends keep looking at me funny when I say name change, and they're like, "Why?" I'm like, "Because it's meaningless." And I'm like, "But it's a nice name." It's like, "But what's the point in a meaningless name?" Like, I'd rather have a meaningless name that I've chosen rather than a meaningless name that has been forced upon me. I don't know, not forced, but I've been subjected to. But I don't know. I like all my names. I have a first name and two middle names, and I'm named after people. Like, my first name, on me, I hate it. But as a name, I don't. And the person that I'm named after, while I never met them, I've heard so many stories about her that I really think we would have gotten along. And she's really cool. We have a lot in common. But I just don't want her name. And like, my middle name is Francis, which is I use on a daily basis. Well, I go by Frankie. Chose as my transition name, but it's kind of, I never really liked Francis. But I guess as a girl's name, I never liked it. But as a boy's name, it's growing on me. So I've chosen to keep it as my first name and move Thomas to being my middle name, which I'll probably still use Thomas as my name, but it's gonna be my middle name because the name Francis is also from family. It was my grandmother's aunt, and so this was like she was an adult during like the 20s, the 30s, back when good little girls grew up, they got married, and they went off and they had a family. And she never did that. She never got married. She never had a family. She was single her entire life. I don't know why. Nobody ever knew why. It was, the 30s, 40s. They didn't ask questions about that. But I think it's really cool. So I'm gonna keep her name, except change the vowel. I'm gonna have a boy Francis instead of girls Francis. And then, so it'll be Francis Thomas. And my other middle name is Kay. Kay, which I googled it, and it is a boy's name, but the grandmother that I'm named after wasn't the greatest lady in the world. So I don't want to keep her name. So I put it up to vote. I let my friends vote between Caden or Kane. Both starting with the K-A-Y, because I want to keep some ties to my dad's side of the family. Because if I'm keeping Francis from my mom's side, I want to keep something from my dad's side. So I'm gonna keep the K, but I want to make it a name that isn't K. So I went with either Caden or Kane. And I put a vote, and my friends decided on Caden, which was my initial choice. I like it, but there's a lot of Cadens out there. Like on YouTube, there's like 3 trans Cadens. About 3, but there's at least 2. I know of 2. There's that cool Caden kid, and then there's that other Caden that I don't really watch, but he seems cool too. And I don't know, I like Kane because I can't remember which is which, but it means something different in Celtic and in Gaelic. And one it means intelligent, and the other one it means warrior. So I'm not going to use Kane for myself. If I ever have a kid, if I ever have a son, I'm probably going to name my son Kane. But there's also the whole thing where I grew up in a Christian family, and I'm pretty sure Cain is the one that murdered his brother, Cain and Abel. But it's spelled completely different. That Cain is C-A-N-E, this Cain is C-A-Y-N-E. But yeah. So, Francis Thomas Caden. I'm not going to tell you my last name because that'd be weird. But, I don't know. I couldn't really think of a last name that I liked. Like, I don't want to keep my last name. I didn't want to take my mom's maiden name because I don't know what's going on with that family. And so that left me with a whole smattering of other last names to choose from for my family. And I just, Parker, Carson, Townsend, Doherty, Derbyshire, Slade, Cram. You name it, my family's got it somewhere. But yeah, I just went through and I picked a name that I liked and sounded good with the other 3. And so yeah, I need to save up a bit of money to pay for all that and track down my whole paperwork and stuff. That should work out. There's still a stocking on my fridge. Christmas is not over in this house. I love Christmas. Well, not with my family. I love Christmas in the concept in general, but spending with my family is kind of miserable. Don't really have anything else to say. So, I'm going to go back to my essay, and good luck to all you people, and have a good day.